Coming up on the Q30 Newscast, Senator Blumenthal came to Quinnipiac campus to give a federal grant to the School of Business. Plus, the 2023 commencement dates have been announced. Find out when your school will be graduating.
And also, Quinnipiac held its first overnight orientation. What were the benefits and changes? All that and more right now on Q30 Newscast.
Welcome to the first Q30 Newscast of the semester. I'm your host, Dylan Summer, alongside Kleber Streich.
Dylan, it is great to finally be on air with you for a Q30 show and to be on the newscast desk for the first time ever. Let's get started with some of the top stories on campus from this week. Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal recently visited Quinnipiac to announce a $406,000 federal grant from the U.S. Small Business Association. Q30 News Director Vanessa Blasi has more.
Just at the start of the school year, U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal came to Quinnipiac University to announce a $406,000 federal grant for Quinnipiac's new Business Accelerator program. This grant will create the Quinnipiac University Community Entrepreneurship Academy and Clinic, also known as CEAC. This clinic aims to support underrepresented small businesses and entrepreneurs, including women, minorities, and veterans in the greater New Haven area.
So the breadth of what we offer at Quinnipiac can be leveraged in order to make a difference in our community. And that's why I'm so proud of what we are doing here today.
The CEAC will be a 12-week program with both online and in-person workshops and coaching from Quinnipiac's partnership with Concord. The CEO of Concord, Eric Clemens, says that the beauty of this program is to show people that, quote, we don't need money to dream, end quote. Senator Blumenthal and Quinnipiac Provost Deborah Leibowitz both believe that small businesses are crucial to economic success.
Small businesses are the job creators. They are the innovators. Not all of them are going to become Microsoft or Amazon, but they all will create jobs. Small business really is part of our DNA in America.
The other thing we know about small business is that small business wealth stays in the community. And so if you want to develop a community, you have to do that by investing in the people.
In partnership with Concord, Senator Blumenthal is hoping to make people's dreams become a reality using real resources and support from Quinnipiac. For Q30 News, I'm Vanessa Blasi.
The 2023 commencement schedule was revealed last Thursday. The School of Law and School of Medicine ceremonies will take place Friday, May 12th. The School of Business, Engineering, and Health Sciences will graduate on Saturday, May 13th, and ceremonies for the Schools of Communications, Nursing, Education, and the College of Arts and Sciences will happen on Sunday, May 14th. Ticket information will be sent to students in a future email.
Quinnipiac held their first overnight orientation in 2 years. The experience allowed students to make closer connections with one another and gave them the chance to find out what it's like to live in a residence hall. Julia Barcello has more.
For the first time in 2 years, first-year students were able to experience overnight orientation.
Quinnipiac's orientation program aims to educate incoming students on all aspects of campus life, from things like what CCE means to, in this year's case, how to live in a residence hall with other students.
So I think it's really important to expose them to life in the residence halls. What is it like to be in traditional, housing style, and you're sharing a bathroom and you're sharing a space with another person, and you're, making friends with the folks that live across the hallway from you. And the orientation leaders, especially the returning group, which there's about 20 of them, were like, oh my God, this is such a better program. Like and their biggest thing about it was they could see the connections the students were building with each other. They just had more time to do that and to develop those relationships.
Students returned to campus more confident and familiar. Provost Dallas said it was, quote, palpable in the space this year.
we want students to be successful here. And I think in order to do that, you need to kind of have some folks that are going to help you to really understand the parameters and the scope and the landscape of what you're walking into.
While the program varies slightly year to year, the main points of a typical orientation have been found effective for incoming students. For Q30 News, I'm Julia Barcello.
Dylan, it is so great to see the class of 2026 are enjoying the on-campus orientation experience. It's felt like such a long time since it's been in person.
And unfortunately, our class did not receive the opportunity to have an in-person orientation, so it's incredible to see a return to normalcy.
We have to step out for our first commercial break, but don't go anywhere.
When we return, we will take a look at the primary election in Massachusetts yesterday, as well as President Biden's first cabinet meeting in months. Stick with us.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the Q30 Newscast. Dylan, did you see all that rain yesterday? I wonder if we'll need an umbrella again this week.
Well, Clever, let's find out. It's time for our weather forecast with Mel Carreri.
Thanks, Clever and Dylan. So we won't be needing our umbrellas or raincoats this week because today we did see some chillier weather with a high of 73 and low of 59, some cloudy skies. However, it seems that summer is just hanging on by a thread because starting tomorrow, we are seeing some sunny skies for a sunny, beautiful weekend. But then starting Sunday, we are seeing some cloudy skies again with a high of 80, low of 65. And then moving on to Monday and Tuesday, we will be seeing some thunderstorms. So you will want to have those raincoats ready. But that's all I have for this week's weather forecast. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Mel. The School of Communications plans to launch a new 18-credit minor in public diplomacy. The minor will be open to all students and will revolve around the field of public diplomacy and its strategic aspects. Some of the topics covered in the minor will be country image building, nation branding, and corporate diplomacy. Associate Professor of Strategic Communication Antoinetta Vonk believes the new minor will prepare students for the future careers in diplomacy.
The minor focuses on the global public diplomacy and strategic communication function of governments and other organizations and trains students for careers in the public and private sector.
If anyone is interested in more information, Antoinetta encourages students to reach out to her.
And coming up next, we have our national news. And moving from a local scale to a national scale, we welcome Hannah Smith in studio to present our weekly segment on national news. So Hannah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, guys. Let's get into it. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey won the Democratic primary for Massachusetts governor on Tuesday. Healey hopes to become the first woman and first openly gay governor to become elected. In 2013, Healey announced that she would be running for Attorney General in 2014. Healey won the election by 126,420 votes, defeating her opponent. Former state Republican Chris Doty will be running against her in November. If Healy is to win, she says she will ask for a call to action among all businesses to end racial inequalities because, and I quote, yes, America is burning, but that's how forests grow, end quote. This morning, news about Donald Trump has surfaced. Former President Donald Trump is said to have kept secret documents regarding nuclear information about foreign countries. These files have anything from classified surveillance to spy technology and enough power to wipe out sources. These documents about nuclear destruction were a highly classified document that only a few people knew about. Mar-a-Lago files have been brought to light these past few months, and the FBI continues to search for more evidence and details as to why Trump had these government secrets. President Biden held a cabinet meeting for the first time since March. Biden was elected as president in 2020 and has added many new people to his cabinet. This past summer, many new laws have been passed as Biden signed many bills hoping to have a good midterm election. Some of the laws that have been passed are the Sweeping Inflation Reduction Act, the CHIPS Act, and also was discussed about the recent overturn in Roe v. Wade and what that means for the future of the U.S. in midterm elections. Biden plans on visiting states like Ohio who have overturned Roe v. Wade in hopes of changing minds. That's all I have. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thank you for that week's national news, Hannah. You can tell President Biden is preparing for a pivotal upcoming election cycle with multiple Senate seats being up for grabs this year.
Yes, and we'll have to see how that plays out on Q30 News. It's time for our final break, but the sports report with Gage Kilborn is on the other side right after this.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. It's here. It's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Welcome back to the Q30 Newscast. You know, Dylan, as a Q30 sports member, it's time for my favorite part of the night, the sports report.
Gage Kilborn has the latest news in Quinnipiac athletics from this past week. Gage, welcome to this show.
Thank you guys for having me. Clever, I think you might get kicked off the newscast for having this. Anyways, not wasting much of time, we'll start off getting back in the swing of things. First story of the night we'll be discussing is the field hockey team. A team that has seen recent struggles in the Big East are already off to their best start since the 2018 season. Last season, the team finished with an overall record of 3-12. This season, they already have 2 wins in their first 3 games of the season. But no win was bigger than when they took down the 22nd ranked Maine Black Bears in a 1-0 shutout victory. The reason for this success is due to the variety in scoring on offense. Last season, it was primarily Amelia Mozzarelli who scored over half of the goals. Now she has only 1 goal scored so far this season. Moving over to the Burg Concord, the Quinnipiac volleyball team is off to a 1-3 start in the 2022 campaign, with their lone win coming against a Division III school. Although they are off to a slow start, it is the first years that are already making an impact on the court. First year, Geneva Giovagnoni had an outstanding first week to the season with 31 kills in 2 games. This effort pushed her to earning Moulton Mac Player of the Week in just her first week of her collegiate career. Giovagnoni and the rest of the Bobcats will look to get back on the W train as they enter the Comfort Invitational this weekend in Moorhead, Kentucky. The Quinnipiac women's soccer team is off to a tremendous start. They have a 4-1 record through their first 5 games of the season and are the preseason favorites to claim the MAC championship in November. The Bobcats are led by star forward Rebecca Cook, who already has scored 7 goals and 1 assist in the first 5 games with a total of 15 points on the young season. Also defensively, the Bobcats have a solid netminder in Sofia Lospinozo, who is averaging 1.6 goals allowed per game. And that is all I have for us in sports this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's it for our first newscast of the semester. Thank you for tuning in.
We would like to thank all of the producers and everyone behind the scenes for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at Q30 News.
Visit our website at q30tv.com or download the Q30 app on the App Store and Google Play for more content.
For Dylan Summer, I'm Clever Streich. Good night from Hamden.